Welcome, my kindergarten friends. We have been having some fun. Well, this week I want you to watch the video on plants and how it provides a lot of the things that we eat. So I know all of you probably loves corn and or apples or oranges, or in this case a carrot. So we're gonna try to draw some of these things together. That are a little tricky, but I think we can get through this together. We either will leave it in black and white, or if you have some kind of colors, we can color our drawings together. So in order to begin, I want us to start with some practice together. So the first thing I need you to remember and to practice is, if you remember at the beginning, we talked about that we can draw anything or just about anything if we know how to draw basic elements of shape. So let's start. We have, first of all, we have what it could be a dot, which is anything that it's colored in. It could have a different shape. As long as it's colored in, it's called a dot. The next one that we have is a circle, which is enclosed, but it's not colored in, and it can change its shape as long as it's not colored in. The next thing that we have, straight lines. We have diagonal lines. And what are diagonal lines? They're the ones that meet too much that create a point. So we have diagonal lines, straight lines. We have curvy lines, which can also turn as long as they don't go together. So as long as we know how to draw these, and they can be thin, they can be thick, if we decide to color them in, we can draw just about anything, my friends. So we're gonna start today with this practice. The first thing I want you to do in here is we're gonna do a circle over here. Let's all draw that circle. The next thing we're gonna do is a curvy line into a straight. So we have a little curve and then a straight line, and it goes all the way to the end of our line, and that is, we have two curvy lines in here. That's gonna represent our carrot. The next thing that we have is we have a circle, but this circle, it's behind this carrot. So we're gonna try to do a circle as much as we can do it, and we're gonna leave it right there because it's behind the carrot. We don't see it. And then we have a small circle over here, suggesting that it's an orange. So with this one, we're done with this one, my friends. Let's practice things. I know people love to eat apples. At least I know I do. So we're gonna go and we're gonna have a curvy line. And then this curve is gonna have another curvy line that goes down. And this curvy line is gonna have two curvy lines, and it's gonna have a little circle at the end. And the next line is gonna start right here. It's gonna go over, and it's gonna meet that one. That's curvy lines represents our apple. And the last one, which is the most difficult one, but I think most of you love corn. I know I do. I can eat lots of corn. So the first thing I want you to do is we're gonna start at the bottom right here, and we're gonna do one curvy line up. And then we have a diagonal line that is gonna come down and it's gonna curve like that, almost like a leaf. And we're gonna have my friends over here, and we have another curvy line up. And this one is gonna go, and it's gonna meet it right there. This one passes. The next thing we have is our corn. Our corn starts over here, and it's gonna go one curvy line that ends in a point, a diagonal, and then another curvy line that goes down. There we have our corn. The next thing that this one has is divided into compartments. So the first thing we're gonna do is right here from the middle, it's gonna come down. That's our first line. And then we have another one that is gonna go divide that in two, and another one that is gonna divide that in two. There's more curvy lines. If you practice these three samples and a different piece of paper, we should be good to go. We will be able to start our big drawing. You can draw this more than once if you need to and practice it. And now we're gonna go into our blank page so we can actually draw. And there it is, our fruits and vegetables. So the first thing that I want to draw with you guys, it will be our corn, like we have it on our photo. We're gonna draw our corn first. Let's see if we can put it just above ourselves so we can have an idea. I'm using my paper this way so it can fit us. Here we go. We're gonna be drawing our corn. So the first thing that we learned from our thing, it was this line that came down and it curved and it ended in a point right here. This line is gonna turn into a diagonal line and it's gonna curve. Then we have our other one that is gonna come from here and it's gonna go up in a diagonal line. And the same thing is gonna come down and it's gonna curve right there. Then we're gonna have our corn. If you remember, our corn was one curvy line up and a diagonal line, and then it keeps curving all the way down there. The next line that we have is we're gonna divide it in the middle. Remember, it's a curvy line that divides our corn in the middle. And then we're gonna divide it in the middle again, and then we're gonna divide it in the middle again. And that's where we're gonna leave our corn for now. If you can see, I draw a few leaves behind it, and my leaf behind is gonna go curve, point diagonal, and curve the other way. Point, curve, point diagonal, and curvy line. And I have some leaves behind my corn. If I'm going too fast for you, my friends, you are welcome to stop it and go slowly and catch up. I have a curvy line to end my corn. The next thing we have is our carrot. And our carrot is gonna become right here, almost to the edge of our page. We have that oval, remember that circle that we were gonna draw? And then we have that curvy line, and then it goes down. Curved line, and it goes down. The reason why we have it going in a little bit is because carrots go from thick to thin. And then we have our lines, one curvy line, two curvy lines, three if you wanted to show our carrot. Here in the middle, gonna do a dot. And then we are gonna put some lines here suggesting that there will be some greenery coming out of our carrot. The next thing I'm gonna draw is that apple. And I remember doing it with you guys. So I go one curvy line and then it goes back. And remember what happens? Because it's behind, in this case, my corn, I stop right where my corn is. I don't get to see what's behind it. Next thing I'm gonna draw is the little stem, two curvy lines and a little tiny circle that covers them. And then I have my other line that comes of my apple right there. And I have this line that goes behind it. Curvy line. And now we have my orange. Same thing. My orange is gonna start right here next to my apple. And it's one curvy line. Look, I'm trying to make a circle. Oops. And then I have a little circle inside. Some reason my orange, it almost looks like a melon. It's pretty big. Making a straight line to suggest that there is a background. And we are done with our basic shape for our drawing. The next thing we have to do is to draw those beautiful kernels that we got in our corn. So we're gonna draw those together. So it starts with a curvy line and then another curvy. So you kind of make four, one for each section. And I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm gonna continue with you guys going down the corn, and I'm doing it, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, curvy line, 3, curvy line, and ending it. Now that as they're getting bigger, curvy lines at the end. In each line, I do a curvy line and connect it, curvy line and connect it, curvy line and connect. As it keeps getting towards the center of the corn, usually your corn, it tends to get bigger. So that's why you'll see me creating these corns. Curvy line, curvy line, curvy line, curvy line, and I connect my corns. And I'm gonna keep going until I get towards the end. Do it again. Do it again. If I'm going too fast, my friends, you're welcome to stop, and you can rewind it. You can watch it again. And I'm just curving my corn slowly. Try not to go too fast on the kernels, the way they look like actual corn kernels. I saw your drawings. Your first ones were so good. I think we can do this. We're kind of my friends, you've been doing so good in class that I think we can do this together. I'm doing my kernels. I can't see that one. Move to this one. Oh, there he goes. I'm only doing the part that I can see because things that are behind, I'll stop right there. This one I can see still. This one I can see it, and it ends. This one I can still see part of it. And there you go. We have finished our kernel. Actually, this makes me hungry for a nice corn on the cob. So my friends, we are done with our drawing. We can either trace it with a Sharpie. We could trace it with just a regular black marker. Or we can get some colors or crayons and we can color it. So at the end, if you have it, and if you have either color it or it is in black and white, please make sure you take a picture of it with your parents and that you can email it to me. I would love to see your drawings that you are coming up with each week, and I'll be sure I'll put another one for next week. Have a wonderful time. Hope you're learning and enjoying art. Love you very much. See you next time.